As we know, Vorsk released their VMP2 versions. I've got here a lovely example of one of the 3 different versions they released, and this is the Vorsk VMP2 MD. Named as sort of like a recce sniper rifle DMR sort of thing. This thing is lovely in weight, made mostly of your polymer, so it's really, really strong and durable. A lot of steel parts on here as well. However, just look at the length of that barrel. It's just a nice example of a gas blowback rifle. And yeah, you'll definitely see why I think this is one of the next gen rifles that you want to pick up. And this particular VMP boasts a nice 1.75 joules. The key things in the boasts from the VMP2 compared to the VMP1 is these rifles are modular and they're interchangeable with different parts. They're nice and compatible with your different pistol grips, your hand guards, and also your stocks on here. So you're going to be able to use aftermarket parts or customize these every way you want in every shape and size. And what that means as well is you can take your spare parts with you and you can interchange this thing to make it look, feel, and adapt to every situation, whether it be your CQB or your longer range outdoor targets. Yeah. There's no limits to what these VMP2s can actually do. It's also locked to your semi-automatic, so on both sides, ambidextrous of course, you've got your select switch on the left and the right hand side of this in your safe and your semi-automatic. This particular DMR is lovely and customizable. You've got your stock on here in many different positions, so you can obviously suit yourself however big or tall you are. And lovely on this, you can actually adjust the cheek riser on here to get that perfect accuracy every single time. Along the top of this, you do have your full length Picatinny rail, so obviously you can mount your scopes, go crazy with your sort of sights and enhancements to this. However, as standard, you do get your nice optic sign sights on here, so they do look pretty nice. And at the front end of this thing then, we do have that lovely handguard in the M-lock finish there, and just look at the length of that thing. Beautiful. Do as standard out the box get a nice 20 round gas magazine, so fillable from the bottom there and loadable with a speed loader from the top there. You might have noticed that I use this little trigger mechanism here, which just allows you to release it really, really easily, and I like them kind of features. I've seen this on a few pistols as well actually. It just makes that loading and unloading really, really simple and straightforward. But on the left hand side, you do have the conventional trigger release as well, so yeah, do what you like. It does have your 14mm flash hider on there, so compatible with your silencers or your tracer units. A nice feature that I found with this thing that I just like with all rifles anyway, just to give them a bit more authenticity, is the actual cocking bolt here, which can be fit on the left hand side if you're different handed. And then at either side, being able to actually hold that chamber open like so, just allows you that little bit of authenticity, obviously when your magazine releases, and then obviously you can pop that back again. Just feels really nice and smooth. One thing that you might not have noticed is I didn't leave that open to show you where the hop-up is. Well, it's not actually located in the chamber itself. Instead of that, Vorsk have cleverly put the TDC hop-up unit on the top here in form of a wheel. You can get to that so easily, make them little minor changes mid-game. Yeah, this thing is going to prove a real force to be reckoned with. It's a really, really nice DMR. Let's take it to the range, let's give it a quick shoot and see how good this thing actually performs. So final thoughts and verdicts on this rifle is I'm quite impressed actually. Boasts loads of features, out the box, it just looks and feels great. As well as on that range, I was actually really surprised how smooth this felt. The pop-in sensation and the sound when you're pulling the trigger, and also the actual kickback on there is a lovely little addition, and yeah, it does everything you need it to out the box. The accuracy of this thing was pretty bang on. I mean, the iron sights are lovely, they're visible, and yeah, you can really customize this thing as you want with that long Picatinny rail and your M-lock rail here. Yeah, this thing would look an absolute beast putting some attachments on there. And then between firing and actually loading your magazines up, this thing came in handy. I love that release mechanism. Most rifles should have that, to be fair. The only downers with this thing being gas, obviously you're not going to be able to play in your very, very low temperatures. You might get some leakage on there. However, obviously for your standard gameplay in your woodland, your CQB, you're going to have some great fun with this thing. If you like this review, make sure to drop us a comment down below. Have you tried the new VMP2 range? Have you tried the different 3 models? Let me know which is your favourite and what sort of aspects of them you like the most. Make sure to catch us soon for the other models of the VMP2s. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Make sure to like and subscribe as always. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.